Good morning, Rhonda. How are you doing today?
Hi. It's a tough day today. I'm just feeling really bad for myself and feeling stuck with what I should do from here with my life.
I like that you want to start bettering yourself, but let's start small with one issue at a time. What's something we could start with?
I'm struggling with helping myself cope lately.
Well, I will say coping skills are hard to discover when you need them. What are you doing to cope?
Lately, when I'm stressed, I've had an alcoholic drink to calm me down, which helps but doesn't make anything better. I just want to make better choices.
It's nice to hear how aware you have become of your needs. Since you're starting school and living alone now, we need to come up with better coping skills that you can use in all situations. What are some things you enjoy doing?
Really don't enjoy much right now. I struggle making good choices when I'm alone with my thoughts.
Well, in my experiences of stress, I like to find an activity that makes me feel good about myself. I might bake some food or color a picture.
Well, I can't afford to bake, and coloring doesn't help me. I used to knit when I was younger.
Knitting is a great skill. Why don't we find a way you can feel good and productive with your knitting? I could help you get a voucher in order to get some supplies, and we could look for coupons in magazines as well.
I love cutting coupons.
Well, it looks like we're getting a plan going. During our sessions, we can start by gathering coupon magazines and cutting them out during session. Once you have purchased materials, we could start knitting during our sessions because I would love to learn.
Yeah, we can do that. But how is this going to benefit me?
Well, to start, knitting is very calming and time consuming. We could then use the items you knit as gifts to your family for the holidays.
Well, that is a good idea. I usually can't afford to buy my family gifts.
Well, when I haven't had money to afford gifts, I would use my love for cooking to provide treats to my family members.
Yeah, I definitely want to be able to show people I think about them, so giving a scarf or gloves as a gift would be really nice.
You are absolutely right. So, we have come up with a coping skill that can be ongoing. But what can we replace our alcoholic drink with? Personally, I like to take walks with my dog or do some cleaning when I feel overwhelmed by life.
I don't like being outside, so walking won't work, and there's always so much to clean that it stresses me out, so that can't happen either.
I see. So we want something that you would enjoy. Do you enjoy listening to music?
I actually do like music.
Well, that's great. Let's try to practice a mindfulness activity of meditating at the end of each session. For a few minutes, we can sit together and relax. While the music is playing, we can think in our heads of one thing we smell, one thing we see, one thing we touch, one thing we hear, and one thing we could eat. This will help you think about what's happening here and now.
Okay, I like that idea. But would I listen to the radio?
Well, I like to make CDs of my favorite relaxing music. We could come up with some soothing songs together, and I can help you make a CD so it's all there together.
That sounds perfect.
I also want you to start making lists of things that stress you out, though. When a thought pops into your head, write it down, then bring me that list to every session. We can take the list and prioritize what is most important to least important. This way, your thoughts can become productive for you.
That would probably just stress me out more. I don't like that idea.
Well, it's not meant to stress you out. It's meant to put your thoughts on paper so you can see what is really important to not forget. Or you might find things aren't as important as you thought. Then you can cross those things right off the list.
Okay, that seems like it could be helpful.
Awesome. Well, let's go over the 5 sense activity together in this room. What are some senses you can discover in this room right now?
I can smell cinnamon, and I can touch that lamp. I can see a picture. I hear the radiator, and I can taste that water.
That is perfect. Why don't you try this a few times this week, and we'll touch base again next session.
This might actually work. Thank you.
Anytime. I'm glad we got some good things accomplished today.